Many families venture out on camping trips. I thought just maybe y'all might like some of my camping hacks, plus my free camping printables. Welcome to Mommin Daily, where we talk all things mom. I'm Trisha Novotny, the mom behind 24/7 Moms, who not only survived, but thrived all the years of raising 5 kids and even a few camping trips along the mom journey. So mamas, get ready to pack those sleeping bags and tents. I'm about to share with you my 12 camping hacks to simplify the planning and fun of your next family camping adventure. Are you a camping family? I would not say that we are like the total camping family. Over the years, we have taken various camping trips. I'm the RV, motorhome, camp trailer, whatever you want to call it, kind of camping mom. I know a lot of people call that glamping, but that's kind of my style of camping. Not really much of a tent camper. We've done the tent camping when our kids were little, but I prefer the glamping a little bit over that. But regardless, these hacks that I'm going to share with you are just some great hacks that you can use in your day-to-day life of camping, traveling with your kids, even if you choose to backyard camp with your kids, right? So let me start with number 1, and that is a laundry bag. Use a large reusable shopping bag to place all of your dirty laundry in. So bring along, when you're out camping, bring those reusable shopping bags that we're all used to now dragging around with us, and use them for your laundry bag. Rather than trying to have a laundry basket or something else, they make a perfect laundry bag. Plus they've got handles and they're ready to carry. I also like to tuck in a few Ziploc bags or plastic grocery bags, if you can find those anymore, in case there's items that are wet and they are, when you're on your way home, they're still wet. You don't want to get all the other clothes all gross and icky. You want to just tuck the wet clothes into a plastic bag and put them in your laundry bag. And then your laundry is ready to take home and wash, right? If you're on a long trip and you have to go do laundry while you're camping, at least it's already in a bag ready to go. Number 2, packing. I simplified our packing years ago by going out and buying a bin for each of my kids. The storage bins with the lids, they're clear so I can see whose clothes was whose, or you can label them with their names. But we had a trailer, and so we had a shelf in the trailer where I could put all their bins of their clothes, and they could pull their bin down and get their clothes out for the day. And it was so much easier because I could just pack everything in a bin. The bins stack, whether they're in a trailer, they're out in their tent, under a canopy, they're stacked rather than suitcases and all the dirt getting in suitcases and trying to unzip them and pack everything back in. I just used bins. So we were bin packers, if that isn't crazy. I'm telling you, I've traveled with bins on airplanes before, where I've packed inside bins and taken them on long trips. So packing in bins, that is a great way to pack your kids' clothes. Next is snack bins. And I've talked about this before, about having that snack attack bin, that bin with a lid on it, that you can put the snacks in that you choose for your kids to put in there. And this works well for both while you're traveling to the camping, also while you're at the campsite. Because so often do you hear, I'm hungry. I don't know why it is when we're camping, kids are more hungry and they want more snacks, want more thing. This way you have the snacks already pre-portioned in the bin, ready for them to choose. You can limit them and tell them they can have 1 snack a day, 2 snacks a day, whatever it is in your family that you choose. But this way you're not having to constantly get up, go look for the snacks. The variety is in there that they can choose from. So create a snack bin. Stick cooking is my next one. I love stick cooking. But let's go beyond the s'mores. I know we all do s'mores on our sticks, but let's think about other ways. What about breakfast? Do you know that you can buy those Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, pop them open, and you can swirl them around a stick, coil them around the stick, and let your kids put them over a fire and cook them until they're done, and then they can eat them. Great way to keep your kids a little busy while you're making the bigger camp breakfast that morning. Your kids can make this little cinnamon roll treat and they can eat it while you're still getting the big breakfast ready, right? Kind of keeps them busy. Or how about dinner? Before you leave, pre-cut veggies and meats up, and then let your family assemble their own dinner kebab, right? On a stick. So you can use meats, vegetables. You can even do hot dogs, corn on the cob, mushrooms, onions. There's so many things you can put on those sticks that your kids will enjoy and the adults will enjoy as well. So think outside of the pan and think about stick cooking when you're camping this summer. Okay, my next idea is foil cooking. This is probably one that I have used the most and still even use when we're at home. And just having that big box of foil when you go camping is important. You can do everything in it from hobo packs, which is where you took all the hamburger meat and the vegetables and potatoes and seasonings and onions, and you pour it all in. You let everyone kind of create their own, and you put it in the coals of the fire or on top of the grill, and you let it cook, and their whole little meal is right inside their foil pack. Nachos, probably my favorite thing to do in a foil pack. We throw a bunch of tortilla chips, sprinkle it with cheese, let the kids put whatever toppings they want on it, the hamburger, rice, whatever, beans, put it in the coals or on top of the grill, let it cook for a little while, then add the last tomatoes, salsa, whatever to it, and it's all done in one little packet. Potatoes, slice up those potatoes, put on tons of that garlic, salt, and onions, and whatever seasonings you want. So there's just so many things you can cook in a foil pack. Also, don't forget about dessert. Those banana boats where you fill them with marshmallows and chocolate chips and make some more right out of them. Or, you know, you can also make some s'mores inside a foil pack by putting the graham cracker in there and the marshmallow and the chocolate and wrapping it all up in foil and sticking it in there. So think foil packs when you're cooking as well. Okay, another tip is prepare those meals, meaning prepare as much ahead as you can before you leave for camping. So if you're gonna have spaghetti, why not already do the noodles at home so they're just ready to be warmed up in some warm hot water? Why not make the spaghetti sauce, have it all ready that you just have to heat it and it's ready to go. Cut up all the things that you can, marinate your meats and your chickens, and cut up the veggies, snacks that your kids will be wanting, slice up the watermelon, just as many things as you can think of that are on your menu. After you create your menu, look at your menu and think, what can I prepare ahead of time? What can I already get going? Whether it's the marinating the meat, making the spaghetti sauce, make the ground up the turkey meat or the hamburger meat and make your taco meat and season it and cook it all up. And this, all you have to do is warm it back up in a pan. It's so much easier than having to fry it all up and have that big mess, right? So think about how many things can I pre-package and get ready before we go camping to make my life as mom a lot more simpler once I'm there. Okay, number 7, the 7th tip I have or hack I have for you is reusable ice packs. What's a usable ice pack? You know when you freeze your meat and it's frozen? Keep it frozen. Freeze the meat, freeze it right in your marinades. Put it in your ice chest as part of the ice packs, and that will help keep the rest of the food cold as well while you're traveling, and you're double using your space because instead of having to put ice in there, you're using your meat and other foods that you can freeze ahead of time that will thaw out in time for you to use them, whether it be the bacon, the chicken, whatever it is. You can keep those frozen, and then they'll thaw out and they'll stay nice and cool, and they'll last longer in your ice chest. Okay, the next one is water out. How do you keep that water out of your food when it's in the cooler? I pack as many things as I possibly can in zip bags so that the water cannot soak into things, because how many times do you go camping and you go over the ice chest and your stuff, your cheese, is full of water, your lettuce, everything's just full of water. You're just like, you're so frustrated because everything's all wilty and gross and soggy. This is the best way to keep things from getting water in, is to put them in zip or seal tight containers, whether they be the plastic or glass containers with sealed lids or zip bags. So try keeping all the water out this year by sealing up everything. Okay, the next one is double use. How can you double use items? In other words, take pots and pans and leave the bowls home. Use your pots and pans to mix in. Use your laundry bag, your reusable grocery bags and laundry bags for your swim bags, your beach bags, so you can reuse those. And think about what items can you double use when you're camping so that you're not having to take so much stuff, right? Even double using your meats and your food, right? Like, okay, bring a whole chicken and eat it one night and then use the leftovers for chicken nachos. And so just using things and double getting use out of all kinds of things. So from just items to the food, what can you do? Again, like using your beach bag as your shower bag, using your what did I say earlier? Your your pots and pans as bowls, double using the food. You're getting 2 meals out of 1 item. That is what you want to do. So you want to think about, how can I double use things? How can I use things twice instead of just has a one purpose? So you want to find double purpose in things. Okay, next, wash those dishes. How are you going to wash your dishes? We all want to wash them in hot water, but typically at campsites, when you turn on the faucet, it is freezing cold, right? So while you're cooking dinner, put a pot or pan or tea kettle, whatever, of water on the stove ready to go, so that when you're done eating, you already have hot water ready to do those dishes right away. So that helps in the cleanup process to get it done quicker. You're not having to wait to heat up the water after the meal. Number 11, game fun. Don't forget all those cards and board games and long games and campfire games and the stories. They're all a must when camping. So bring age-appropriate games, bring new ones, bring old favorites of your kids, bring something new that maybe your kids have never tried before, and teach them a new game. This is a great opportunity. You have 100% undivided attention around a campfire. Teach a new game, tell stories, enjoy that time. And number 12, this is probably one of my most favorite. This is those hanging organizers. You know those hanging organizers, they're like little squares, or even the ones that have like for shoes, whatever kind of hanging organizer you have or can get a hold of, you want to bring this. You can hang it in a tent, you can hang it inside of a trailer, you can hang it from the roof of the tents that you set up, the canopy tents that you set up to keep the shade tents. And you can use those to place all those miscellaneous things that are laying around camp. How often as moms are we picking up the campsite? Sunglasses, sunscreen, paper towels, wipes, all these things are just sitting around, right? The pile of plates, the pile of cups, the silverware. Now you can set them inside these hanging organizers, and your kids can find them, right? Where are your sunglasses? In the hanging organizer. Where's the sunscreen? Back in the hanging organizer. Where's the paper towels? In the hanging organizer. So this creates a much more neat and tidy campsite for those of you like me who are a little on the OCD, need things a little bit picked up and a little more organized. Try using hanging organizers. Well, moms, those were my 12 hacks. I hope that some of those are ones that you would like to try out. If you have a camping hack, I would love to hear about it. Leave it in our comments, send it to me in private message, and I will add it to my list in the future. Also, I have a bonus for you today. I have my free camping printables, and that is I create a free camping checklist. And yes, it's cutesy with all the camping stuff, but it has everything from what you're gonna need in your kitchen, camping kitchen, your clothing, toiletries, the gear you should bring, miscellaneous items, and even a place for you to write in your own with little check boxes. Created you a camping meal print planner as well, so you can write out your meal plans from your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, your snacks, and desserts, because no camping is fun unless there's snacks and dessert. So it gives you 7 days to write those in, plus all the cooking supplies that you're gonna need, because this one is for your shopping list, to create your shopping list, and it's divided up into the different sections of the grocery store. So I've created these free printables for you. How do you get those? Easy. Sign up, click the link that is in the description, or I'll place it in the comments in just a few minutes. You can sign up for my summer planning bash, and this is bonus day number 6 that's coming out today, that you will get these ideas and printables all in this day 6 of my summer planning bash. So if you sign up today, you'll have to wait 6 days to get it, because it takes 6 days for it all to roll out. If you've already been part of the summer planning bash, it's day 6. So if you've already gotten day 5, wait for this one. It's coming out today. And all these ideas I've been talking to you about, they're going to be in this in that day's email as well, so that you can go back and reflect on them and decide which ones work for you and remember what the details were. So I hope some of these helped you to simplify your mom world when it comes to camping. That's our goal here at 24/7 Moms, and why we come live with Mom Knit Daily throughout the week. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again right back here on Mom Knit Daily. Bye.